Get ready to log in for work. So let me partake. Praise be to the Most High. Bless the hands that prepared this. She over here eating her breakfast. Still dark in here, y'all. It is 9:07 a.m. I just got a little eggs with sharp cheddar cheese and can I have a paper towel? Why does my toast always taste like English toast or something? What is going on with this bread? We're gonna start making our own bread. Shit, ridiculous. The texture is like it's wheat or something. It's crazy. You got your computer on this thing? Everything set up? We gonna talk about this dream interpretation that I had. I feel like I gotta get this on wax because this shit was crazy. Now the dream already had happened once already on another night, and I'm like, okay, I don't wanna. I mean, what that got to do with me? So I ain't wanna. I don't wanna like look into that. I don't know what it was about. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So the first dream I had about him a while back was his mother coming to me telling me he's a good guy. Telling me he's a good guy. Like, it's like his mother came to me, handed me a one of them gold envelopes with the brackets and said he's a good guy. Help my son. All right, that's the first dream. Okay. The second dream was the other night ago. And I was at his apartment. He lived upstairs, okay? So you know that's crazy. You know that's really a dream because how the hell am I climbing some damn stairs with my condition? And why the hell am I over there? I can't barely climb up and down the stairs right here. So that's how I know it was a dream. Now I'm 1 on the clock. My daughter was with me, and he was like trying to be like a gracious host. I don't know if he had a full like layout of furniture, but I know he had like a long sofa. Ashley keeps standing up, so I don't know why she ain't sat down. To me, in the dream, that shows her being apprehensive, protective. I ain't sit down either because, I'm just standing up like, okay. He's like, you guys have a seat. I wish I could offer you something, but I haven't made groceries yet. He's like, I'm gonna excuse myself and go to the bathroom. So it's like he had this long hallway from where the living room was positioned, and he was all the way down the hallway to the bathroom. So I was like, okay. This is the first night's dream, right? What, like 2 nights ago? Maybe it wasn't last night because the second dream was last night. So maybe it was. What's today? It's Thursday. So let's say I had this dream Wednesday, Tuesday. Yeah, yeah, because last night would have been Wednesday night. Okay, so I had this dream Tuesday. Part 1. There's a knock on the door, so my heart started beating fast. Like, who the fuck is this? Like, oh, he didn't set me up for some bullshit. So, I'm like boldly like, let's go on and introduce the bullshit. This is what he been waiting to happen. This is what he been waiting for. This is what he been trying to orchestrate. So I'm sure I'm gonna open the door, and somebody, a female, is gonna be there. It don't matter. It don't have to be Renee, but it's a female. Okay. I open the door because they're knocking like this, like that. Hello, hello, hello. So I could tell it's a masculine voice. I'm like, KWASI, somebody at your door. I don't know what the hell he was doing in the back for so damn long. So I open the door. No, my daughter opens the door because she could get down there faster. Now that's why I was crazy, because it's like we had to go down some stairs to open the door for them. So it felt like that was my apartment. It was weird, y'all know. It's dreams. The dream state. So then my daughter opens the door. I'm at the top of the stairs. I'm looking. He's like, oh, hello, I have delivery for you. So he had an accent, but I could tell he had long braids. I mean, not braids, dreads. So it's Jamaican. He had like the Jamaican colors on, like a shirt, excuse me, type, the garb, repping his country. And it was a man that had backed in the truck so he can get the things off the back of the truck to deliver to KWASI's apartment. And it was like this big ass thing of plantains, a big ass bag of potatoes, and like all these different like exotic fruits or whatever. So I was like, oh, wow, wow, wow. So he's bringing it up the stairs, and it's fucking heavy. He's bringing it up the stairs. My daughter stepped off to the side so he can come on up in the door. He bring it up, and I was like, oh, okay, wow, wow. I said, okay, thank you. I'm just saying thank you for KWASI. Like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, yes, yes, no problem, with the Jamaican accent. So, Ashley's still standing down there. I'm like, damn, what was that about? So, Janae say, Mama, they delivering to the next house, too. So, it's like they giving away this food. So, me and my big heart. I'm like, oh, that's so nice. People be in need, That is so nice. So I'm in a better mood just because that happened, right? His apartment looks a bit bare. It doesn't have a woman's touch or a masculine that knows how to, keep his home together and make it inviting. It's barren in there. So I was like he needed the food. I could feel the energy. So he comes from the back, like at the nick of time, when the people have driven off, going on down to the next townhouse or whatever he lives in to deliver the next person some stuff. So he's like, oh my gosh, what's this? And I say, these Jamaican guys, they delivered this. He's like, oh wow. Oh wow, wow. Yes, yes, yes. I needed this. Like, oh wow. And I don't even know if the dude even said God is good, but he was like overly, like, hold on, y'all. Pants out, had a little pepper. He was like overly ecstatic about this food in his house. And I was happy for him too, Because he's a very secretive ass person. Like he be trying to acting like He don't want nobody to know he's struggling or whatever. Like, you know, like life is life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the fact that he was overly exclaiming, you know, gratefulness, I thought it was a nice sight, you know, a nice sight to see. So that's the first dream, right? That was 2 nights ago. So yesterday I do my live streams and shit. I think I mentioned it, that I be dreaming and shit, but I don't repeat it because it's like, okay, what that got to do with me? It's a dream, okay? So last night's dream is a trip, okay? And I felt compelled to put this on wax because I know that we're in a season of highly, like, energy exchange from the spiritual realm. You know, hearing from the divine. And maybe this will help him. I don't know. That's why I'm putting it out. So anyway, last night's dream is a continuation of the night before's dream, where I'm back at his apartment, or I'm at his apartment again, or still at his apartment. So I feel like this was a continuation. And the same thing goes on. He's like, hey, y'all, make yourself at home. Da, 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 da. I see this one long sofa in the living area. I think I saw a round dining table. But one thing I know about the power of the mind, you can make things better in a dream. So in the first dream, when the people came and delivered, I didn't see a detail of a table where the man that brought up the big ass plantains and you know how bananas grow downward or whatever. He brought a big one and a huge bag of potatoes and like a box with all these different fruits and avocados or whatever comes from Jamaica, like fruits and stuff. So I don't remember him putting it on a floor or putting it on a table, but on this dream, I seen a round table and didn't see any of these fruits and everything that was delivered. So that's what I'm saying. In the dream state, it could change. But that first dream, I already told y'all that happened. Now that could be symbolic. And when I looked at the dream interpreter, I didn't see nothing like Jamaicans delivering food. Okay, well, exotic, like, you know, fruits, and then, you know, potatoes. You know, everybody can have potatoes. So I didn't see nothing for the dream interpreter, but I did see the dream interpretation for 2 other things that I'm going to disclose. And we're going to talk about it. And so, I'm still standing there. He keeps saying, have a seat or whatever, whatever. Y'all have a seat. So maybe now in this dream, in their continuation, there is a sofa, like a love seat. Because he's telling us to have a seat. I don't think he sees my daughter, but I think my daughter is there like an angel. Because I can see her, but nobody else can see her. You know, because he acts very apprehensive being around my daughter, so I don't think he can see her standing there. But it felt like he did on the first dream. But anyway, because he's like, y'all have a seat. Work, make yourself at home. Anywho, I'm trying to get to the point, y'all. But it's this damn piece of meat that got tickling my throat. He, that's why I like to eat when I first wake up. Like, my body is doing shit. But I knew she had to give it to me now because I'm about to be on the computer. I ain't gonna be able to. I will if you in there hollering and something, but you know, no, I'm gonna be able to do my thing. So, this dream, KWASI is sitting on the sofa, the long love seat that was there in the first dream. And KWASI is holding a baby. So in Liv's fashion, I'm like, whose baby is that? Now let me describe, because you got to think about the symbolism. He's sitting on the the long sofa at the corner, not in the middle. Okay, so the long sofa is like this. It has 3 separate cushions. He's sitting on the edge where the armrest would be. And he's got him tucked in there. Like in a, like a type of a, like he holding something to him, the baby. And he don't want me to see the baby's face. Because the baby wasn't acting like a baby. If a baby's sleepy and you got the baby turned towards you with their legs is facing you and your stomach, because he was holding the baby in his lap. It was a, I don't know, like a 4-month-old baby or something like that, maybe 5 months. It was still in the newborn phase. It wasn't toddler. Excuse me. And the baby has on a diaper that at the present time, so this is showing you about a time lapse of how long I was with him at this apartment in this dream on the part 2. And the baby has only on a diaper with no pictures or nothing on it. Didn't have any little cartoon characters. Nothing. It was a stark white diaper on this dark chocolate baby. And the baby arms is towards him. So it's like he's holding the baby like this. And I keep asking him, whose baby is that? And he's like kind of rocking the baby. And he's like, I'm going to tell you. 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 Just be patient with me. I'm going to tell you everything. And I was like, just standing there like, whose baby is that? What you mean you're going to tell me? You're going to tell me. Tell me whose baby that is. What are you doing with that baby? Whose baby is that? So now, Ashley's still there with me. I can see her. She moves out to the corner. Like, had a corner away from where KWASI sitting at the edge of that sofa. And so she'll be to his right. Okay? I'm standing right in front of him like, what? Whose baby is that? So, okay, I skip. Y'all know how dreams do. So if I skip around, that's how the dream went, okay? But I feel like this is more pertinent to talk about because that's the part that I was like, what the fuck? And so, flash. So when I say flash, that means it switched. The scene switched. There is no baby. And he's like, hey, I can't believe you came over. I can't believe you're here. So I'm not talking. I'm just looking at him. Ashley's nowhere in the picture. We're on this long sofa. And the sofa was deep. It was like wide. So he was like right here. I'm at the edge. And he was like, his back is up against the back of the sofa. His arm is out like this. And I'm laying in his arms. And he's like, I can't believe you're here. So I'm just looking at him. But in an endearing kind of a way. And then we started kissing. And I said, oh my God, baby, I love you. I miss you so much. Y'all know this is a motherfucking dream. Oh my God, baby, I love you. I miss you so much. Oh my God, I miss you so much. He's like, me too, me too. So we're kissing. And I'm being aroused by the kiss. And then I want to have sex. I'm telling y'all, I had to put this shit on wax. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? This, I just drank this last night. Okay, this part 2. So, okay, it's official. I can't eat no more because it keeps getting stuck in my throat and it's pissing me off. I don't like that feeling. That's why I have to drink soda with my food. So hopefully that'll make it go down. Gosh. Oh, it's only one. And so, let me try to just baking soda water, y'all. Hold on. I had to get this dream out now because if in a few more hours I'm like, fuck that. I ain't putting that shit out there. I ain't finna say nothing about that. I know me. Okay. So, so I wanna get it in. Like I wanna have sex. Like I wanna have penetration. Like, you know, this kissing. Okay, that's great. You rub it on me. Okay, great. So he goes to get on top of me, and his penis would work. So I'm looking at him. I'm giving him the evil eye. Like, what the fuck? So he's like, baby, just give me time. Again, he's like, give me time. Just be patient, baby. You know, don't get mad at me. Like, I'm anxious. I can't believe you're here, right? And we're like telepathically talking because in the dream, my mouth is not moving. his mouth is moving, but my mouth ain't moving. But he's reading my thoughts and saying it out loud to me, like, be patient with me with your shit. I'm nervous. I mean, shit, fuck, woman, I've been trying to get you here, And I'm like, and the nigga, what's up? And so he goes to penetrate me, and then it just gets cut off. It's like some kind of energy was like, nope, right? Some kind of energy was like, nope. And then that's when the scene switches to this baby. So the baby scene, I had to start talking about it first, because that's how my mind works, that I don't want to talk about shit that I'm like, nah, that shit ain't real, that shit ain't happened. So that's why the sex part was, I was avoiding talking about that. But anyway, it's out there. So the scene switches, and now it's a baby. And I can't see the baby's face. And I'm, of course, my maternal instinct, like, is the baby okay? Why the baby not moving? Why the baby not cooing? Why the baby not grunting? Why the baby... And I keep saying, whose baby is that? What are you doing with that baby? And I keep repeating that. He goes, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you everything. I don't want you to get mad. And I'm like, what am I getting mad for? Whose baby is that? Like, why are you with this baby? The baby don't got no clothes on, but there's a diaper. So I noticed that I'm still asking him this. So in the dream state, it time lapses to where the baby's diaper is getting full of piss. And it's like, this is strange, right? Because it's a baby. So when a baby eats, a baby's going to boo-boo soft manure. It's not going to be turds. But I can literally see the imprint of the baby's turds in the diaper. And the diaper just keeps blowing up. And you know how that cotton starts to disintegrate when the baby has a pamper on for too long? And so I'm going, why won't you change that baby? What is going on? So this shows you like a time lapse. So this is showing me, I'm a lucid dreamer. So I'm like, so he been lying this whole time. He just going to just withhold information this whole time. Because how's the baby? Bowel movements is moving. Again, he ain't feeding the baby. The baby not acting like a real baby. It's like it was like a doll baby, if you want to really think about it. Like, because the baby wasn't cooing, moving, anything, moving its head, whining, nothing. So anyway, I said, you need to change that baby. Why would you change the baby? Why are you just sitting there like that holding that baby? He was like, she didn't leave any Pampers. No, he used the word diapers. She didn't leave any diapers. I said, now who baby is that? They ain't gonna leave no Pampers. He was like, she didn't leave any, and I don't have any money to buy any diapers. So I'm like, God damn, KWASI. So what you doing with the baby? Let me go to the store and get this baby some Pampers. So I say, shit. So I had my little handbag, and I had my this is how I could tell in the dream state that, I think things happen in the dream state on purpose for me when I dream, to let me know that this is symbolic and this is something I don't want you to forget, because it's letting me know that this is not like some fantasy world or something like that in my subconsciousness or whatever, that this is really happening, because they'll do realistic things that's happening in real time in my real life. So I have this little bag with my A-leaves in it, ibuprofens, my little medicines and stuff that I take with me everywhere. And for some reason, it was all jumbled up. So maybe I was looking at it for my money or some shit. I don't know. But I took the time to like try to get it together before I left, because I didn't want shit falling everywhere, because I was trying to organize it. And I saw myself like opening up the boxes of the certain over-the-counter stuff and putting it in there, and had the boxes over here. So I was organizing. I said, I'm finna go to the store. He was like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So he started rocking with the baby. He's rocking now, but that's just, like, that was nervousness. Not for the baby's sake, because the baby's not cooing, crying, nothing. And so all of a sudden, the baby's diaper burst open. And he gets shit all over himself. So in his fashion, he's like, fuck. That's exactly what he said. He's like, fuck. Fuck, shit. And so I was like, calm down. You saw the baby diaper like that. Why is you getting all wild? So he was like, fuck. So he didn't throw the baby. He lifted the baby up. Of course, shit is all on him. He lifts the baby up and takes the baby like this and set the baby in the corner of the opposite end of the sofa. Like, so the baby just kind of sitting there like. So I'm looking at the baby. I can't tell you what the baby's face looked like, but it did look like it was a boy. It did look like it was a boy. It didn't have girl features, because I probably would have freaked the fuck out if it was a baby girl. Right? Why don't she have any clothes on? So I think that's why I didn't freak out like that, because the baby was a boy. And certain people do that with their babies. If it's a boy, they just have it like, he just got on the pamper. He a boy. He don't need all this shit on, black people. So I'm looking at the baby, and the baby's okay. The baby's healthy. The baby's sitting there, and the baby just looking. I'm like, why is that baby not saying nothing? Like, I'm getting freaked out. But I'm going to do the right thing as a human and make sure that baby is fine with the diapers. And then I'm about to go, because I don't want to be a part of whatever the fuck this shit is. Because you lying. I don't know who baby that is. I got to get the hell out of here. So all of a sudden, one of my items that I was trying to put in my bag fell. And it went on the side of the sofa. So it's not really any shit on it. It's maybe a little bit, soiled, but it's not really a lot. So I just pick up the cushion. It fell inside. So I picked up the cushion. I flipped it over. And why the fuck do I see a pouch with diapers? So I pull one out. I'm like, I say, KWASI, here go the damn diapers right here. Now he in the back again in the shower. Now, okay, it's this long ass hallway where I guess his bathroom is. He's in the shower, so I know he can't hear me, but I'm still hollering and cussing. So he was like, so I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, Ashley, let's go. Let's get the hell out of here. Now, either KWASI got a back door, because now all of a sudden I hear this ruckus outside. I go to the window and I'm looking. It's like three bitches. It's three bitches and one bitch that KWASI is tussling with, like fighting with, literally like bow, 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 fighting. She just tap, tap, tap. He like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck? So his vehicle is out there right next to my vehicle. So I'm like, what the fuck? I knew this nigga was trying to set me up. Oh my God. So my daughter is like telepathically talking to me, because she's not actively in there moving around doing her Ashleyisms. So she's like, Mom, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. Everything gonna be cool. It's like she was like an angel in the dream, some type of way, So I was like, okay. All right, okay. Just keep your composure. Keep your composure. So I found my thing that fell in between the thing. I put it in there. I'm trembling and shit, right? Because I can't fucking believe this shit. Like, this motherfucker. And I hear like a skirt. So I look out the window again, and KWASI then got in his vehicle and drove off. So I'm like, not this motherfucker. How the fuck? So I see them down there talking like, yeah, girl, you text this motherfucking head. You bust him in the motherfucking head. She's like, I sure did. Let me go get my damn baby. So she walking up the stairs. I'm hearing them coming up the stairs. It's her voice and two other females. So all I know is I hear a conversation like, yeah, that's why I beat his motherfucking ass. He ain't playing with me. So when I get in there, the female don't say nothing to me. She go right for her baby. It's like she don't see me like I'm invisible. But her other two friends do see me, and they just standing there looking at me like, who the hell is this? But they didn't approach me. Them two friends didn't approach me and say nothing. They were just kind of looking at me like, I ain't finna say nothing. I don't know who the hell that is. And I just gave them this look like, so I slowly walked down the stairs. And in this moment is where I can feel my disability, because I'm really walking down the stairs very carefully to get to my car. And my daughter is walking with me. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy. Nobody else could ever see my daughter in dreams. It's always happened like that. And so I said, let me go throw these containers away, because I told y'all I had. And he, obviously, if his house is bare, he didn't have like a little trash can, because I threw it over there. I'm always very sensible in dreams. So that's why I know when it's a dream state where certain shit that I detail go do is meant for me to remember. So their trash can is outside of his building or whatever. I go to throw it in. And that friend was hiding. It was a friend hiding. And she was like, oh, yeah, bitch, where you think you going? So I just looked. I was startled. First of all, I didn't see her know she was over there. And I started, and that's in my fashion, look at a person like I know they won't talk to me. I don't say nothing. I just look at them. And then I start to go approach my vehicle. So my daughter was like walking off. Like I said, it's like she was like a apparition in the dream. I'm the only one that actually can see her, but it's like she walks off. And so I'm telling her, I say, Pooh, where you going? And then she say, what you mean, bitch? I'm right here. So that's when I just stopped and like squared off, like looked at her like, do I know you? Yeah. Da, 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 da. Whatever she was saying, like, yeah, bitch, like, bitch, yeah. So I said, you better get out of my face. So I go to walk to my vehicle. And she gets in the front of me. What you think? Like I said, you ain't going nowhere. So it's so crazy that in my dream, I never fight bitches in the way you would regularly fight a bitch, right? in your human day to day. I didn't. I did like this. Like it's some type of power, like I just said. And she like fell backwards. And then got back up like, oh bitch, oh yo, you think you did something? And then I did like this and held her by her throat. And I just looked at her like to give her this look like, don't try it. And flunk her ass down, flinged her ass down. Then she got up again, like, bitch, you did. And then I just took these two, it's like my nails. I think it was this hand. This is my dominant hand, my right hand. And I held her like this and I said, bitch, I said, get the fuck off of me. And I took my hands like this and put them up in her eyeballs and plucked her fucking eyeballs out. And then I woke the fuck up. I was like, what the fuck was that about? So then I found this great ass app. See, that's how I know my spirit team be working with me. I found this great ass app, not app, website that talks about dream interpretation. Let me pull it up and show you guys. What the fuck is that? What's going on? And show you guys exactly what it said. The dirty baby diaper mint, and it was the dirty baby diaper. What was the other one? Dirty baby diaper. Oh, gouging out the eyes. Okay, so hold on. Let me save this on my screen top so I won't ever forget this dream interpreter. Well, I guess we'll leave it at the dirty diaper. Yeah. Okay, let me make sure I got it, y'all. So we gonna talk about the dirty diaper. Oh shit, I hate when it does that. Fudge. Let me just leave it right there. I hate that when it doesn't give me an actual physical icon and it looks like that. So I'll be like, where's that dream interpreter thing at? But if I click it, it's gonna open up and it looks like that. So you see how that dirty diaper? Oh, what the fuck? A dinosaur in a dirty diaper. Oh, by looking at this dinosaur in a dirty diaper. Before I talk about the diaper, that first dream, oh my gosh, thank you, Spirit. The first dream, okay, like Tuesday night, KWASI had a twin brother. Now, KWASI's physique is kind of strange. He's very athletic. He's very like hard built. Like his body feels like stone. Like, I mean, I dated two guys that was very physically fit by working out, and their body still felt, you know, muscular, but I don't know how to describe it. But when I hugged him the last time I saw him, his body felt weird to me. Anyway, he had a twin, an identical twin by face, but this twin was like a bodybuilder. This shit gonna be crazy. That's why I'll be like to talk about shit, because when I see certain shit up in the dream, it be throwing me off, and I'm like, what the fuck did that mean? Anywho, his twin, they was identical by face and everything, but this twin was a bodybuilder. So he had a muscular body, and here's what was crazy. And this is the first time when I was at his house, I didn't say this part, but I don't think he knew that I saw his twin. I saw his twin. And his twin had like a body, like a muscular body. And he had on, y'all know how like when men be wearing those leotard type things to go work out, and they, you know how females do it, where they have like some tights on, and then they got like a leotard that goes up their ass in the back, so it shows their cheeks, you know, but it's a leotard up their butt, but it's for working out. I don't know how they ever wear that shit, because that would get on my damn nerves, rubbing up my ass anyway. This man had that same thing on, so he had it cut off like towards the top of his knee, this whole tight type he had a whole ensemble on, you know, the arm, the chest, you know, the whole thing. And then he had on that leotard thing like to go up. And I was like, why would he have that up his ass? That ain't hurting his balls. And so anyway, it was weird because in the dream, the first dream, KWASI don't realize I can see his twin. And his twin is like walking around and shit. No, wait a minute. Wait, did he say that's my brother? Maybe telepathically. But we didn't discuss anything. I didn't go like, who is this? Like, what? Any of that in the dream. But maybe telepathically, he was like, oh yeah, that's my twin. Don't worry about it. And I heard him say that. But the man fell down. Like he acted like he was exhausted for working out. He came into the door and he's like, fuck, I'm tired as fuck. And so he fell down. And the way he fell is so fucking freaky. Like he fell shoulder and head first, and his ass was up in the air. Oh, God help me. His ass was in the air. And the way his booty cheeks fell apart with that leotard up his ass, and he had like very strong booty cheeks. Like I said, he was built different than KWASI, but it was his identical twin. And he literally, I said, he's gay. That dude gay. That part happened, okay? It just reminded me when I saw this dinosaur. And when he fell down on the floor, to be acting like he was so exhausted. You know how people be sleepy and they rolling their eyes around in their head like, damn, I'm so damn tired. His eyes turned into slits like reptile. Like a reptile. Like his eyes did some kind of weird slitty shit. And that's why they came back to my memory, because look, it's a damn dinosaur thing with a diaper on. Anyway, child, I'm telling you, that's why I'm be talking about these dreams. And I don't know why this dude is so deep in my energy like this. Okay? So look, it says, what is the general interpretation of dreaming about diapers? If you dreamed of Pampers, baby Pampers, they promise women pregnancy and a possible marriage. But it says, for pregnant women, it means safe delivery. So let's interpret this. I remember I was talking to him about getting married again. Like after this whole shit with Terrence is so dead and gone, I see myself getting married again and really having a very happy, a very joy-filled, blessed life with my new husband, my real husband. And he goes, yes, that's what I'm saying. Speaking into existence. We were on the phone and I was just like rolling my eyes to the phone like, whatever. And if you listen to the conversation that's up right now between he and I, that's how I be talking to him, because romantic. He and I are not romantically involved like lovey-dove. If it ever got like that, it was only during sex. Facts. If it ever was like, oh, this and that, it's only during sex. After sex, it's none of that. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I know his situation, the situation that I went through, the situationship was about sex, period. So I get it that he kept trying to be about sex moving forward. But no, that was a phase that I had to go through, that I had to grow through. And you were a part of that. So that's over with. Okay? So that's why I brought up that about the marriage. Okay? But it says if a woman was pregnant and she dreamt about baby diapers, then her delivery will be safe. Here's the part. For men, baby diapers act in a dream as a symbol of unworthy and stupid behavior. You see what I'm saying? Unworthy and stupid behavior. He was the man sitting in the sofa, holding the baby. I feel like now in talking about it, maybe the baby was like him, like his childlike state, that he's trying to keep safe, but he's full of shit. And that he ain't going to be able to hide it no more because he refused to change the diaper and put on some grown man drawers and stop shitting on himself. See? It says, what is the meaning of a dream of used baby diapers? Okay, so that's not a part of the dream. Did you happen to see torn and dirty Pampers? Yes, because the shit, the turds. Remember I said it's a baby, and babies when they eat food, like it's soft. So it's like it'll be leaking all out their damn diaper like diarrhea. Babies don't really have like hard turds unless they're constipated. And then they're gonna cry. So I was like, why the fuck does the baby have these big turds protruding from this diaper? And then it burst. Because, you know, it was the piss, it was the turds, and it burst. And it says, did you happen to see torn and dirty Pampers? This dream means this dream means you will get so tired of being at home and just going home, going to work, going home, going to work, that you're going to literally run away on a business trip. So guess what? The Jamaican men delivering the plantains and the fruits and all this shit, maybe he wants to leave the country. where he feels like it's a better, I mean, I get it. Shit, I ain't knocking it. It's a better living environment. Like he wants to start over. And so maybe the fact that he'll be talking to some woman in Jamaica, it's like a tropical country or somewhere like that. So maybe he's talking to some woman in another country, or he wishes to do this, get a passport and leave behind Renee and them kids and all that bullshit that he ain't trying to be down with no more. Like, bitch, these kids old enough, I'm out of here. Right? He tired of just going to work. He was telling me I would just work, work, work. That's all I do. I work 12 hours. Work, work, work. I come home, work, work, work. But you trying to find the time to come over here and have sex. So that don't go together. And it really pisses me off because he acts like in my 51 years, I wasn't in the labyrinth trying to work, trying to figure out how to make a better living and everything for myself. Like, I wasn't always in this position. And it always pissed me off that I could never talk to him and express where I'm currently at mentally, emotionally, and do you see my physical state? So why do you keep acting like I could just get in a car, I could just go down my stairs, get in the car with you, go to your house, go lay up with you, and then you drop me off? Like, nigga, I wasn't doing that shit back in the day, back then. When we got in a sexual position, we got in a sexual position, and then the sex is going to have a climactic ending, right? And then we go our separate ways. Why would you think would you be following me on my channel and shit and listening and shit? Why would you just come over here to just think, okay, I'm gonna come and lick it and split it, and we gonna be back on the good? No, 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 no. He didn't think that I already saw when he made that comment before he left out the house and said, man, y'all don't know, man, I've been going through something. Y'all know what all I've been going through. That he was literally trying to come over and think he finna start something again for like insurance. Yeah. That's why I wasn't talking when he was here. I was just staring him down the entire time, just like looking at him. And I already foresaw it happening. I foresaw it happening before he got out of jail. But it was a different dream then, or vision. Because sometimes if I'm in a deep sleep, I have visions. But I literally would sleep, and that was a dream. And I saw him crying. He was like at the foot of my bed. And that's so crazy because that's where he ended up, at the foot of my bed. But he was on his knees, like with his, like leaning like this on the foot of the bed and crying. And I was just like doing my nails. I was just like, And he was like, you don't understand. I really love you. You don't understand. I mean, I know I never said it before, but I do. I really love you. And I fucked up. But damn, you wanna hold on to the past? This happened before he ever went to jail. Their second time. Like, he spent a year or whatever now. So it was kind of crazy that he's here. He's sitting at the foot of my bed. He's turned towards me. He's talking some bullshit that ain't about nothing. And I'm just sitting up here looking at him. I wish I could have recorded how I was sitting there looking at him so you could see the look on my face. When he first came in the door, you could see how I'm looking at him. So body language don't lie. He tried to hug me when he first came in the apartment. Body language don't lie. So I'm like, what the fuck? So he's hiding something with this dirty diaper, because it says a torn and dirty diaper in a dream means you will get so tired of home and work affairs that you will literally run away on a business trip. Okay? Now keep on scrolling up. Here's a picture of a baby. You see how that baby looking? And full of shit? Sometimes in my life I feel it's time for a change. That's what that says. It says, what is the meaning of a dream of a baby in diapers? In reality, you care too much for someone, or someone cares too much about you. Bam. Whoever the baby belonged to is who was taxing his ass outside. That he jumped in the vehicle and he's like, I'm out of here. Like, he didn't give a damn about the apartment, whatever. I'm fucking out of here. So that literally like took me back to when he went to jail in the first place behind Thang Thang. The one that he likes to call his Oya. Thang Thang. I call it Thang Thang because I don't know what the fuck that was, Thang Thang. Anywho. The crazy fucking part about it is like it took me back to that of like how allegedly the girl went crazy, tore up his townhome, and he gets locked up for allegedly breaking her arm for domestic assault or whatever, and goes to jail for over a year, loses the townhome, loses everything, and then have to move back in with his baby mama, which he lied to me about and said he was living strictly with the cousin. I said, then you can tell me if you living with Renee. Nah, man, I'm staying with my cousin. Man, I'm trying to get my own place though, but right now I'm with my cousin. See how it don't make sense, the lies. So it says, you care about somebody too much. So what was he sitting here talking about? He was sitting here talking about Renee the entire time he was here. The entire time he was here, he was talking about his baby mama, Renee. So I don't know if he's expecting me to get jealous or mad or blow up. But I keep telling him, you need to clean up your life, clean up your act, clean up your life. You're not a little young teenager. Time is not on your damn side that you can forever keep acting retarded and stupid and slow and all those bad adjectives that makes it, in the long run, you realize like, damn. Right? So if you feel there's something you need to take care of, it's unfinished business, do that. You know what I'm saying? Do that. I don't feel anything about it. Stop saying things like you want me to get jealous about it. When he sat here, and if you look at the video when he came July the 4th and all those bitches that's in the front of my damn window, my door, same like just what happened on Labor Day. He was like, babe, he was like, oh, baby, you so jealous. I said, jealous? I said, let me tell you one motherfucking thing. When I tell you I don't play like something, I really mean I don't play like that. If you want to have wayward dick syndrome and trying to find anything that you can lay up with and do all that, do that. But you're not going to do it around my house. You're not finna start coming over here and let me tell you, because this is tying into him saying to me, have you ever tried to get to know your neighbors? So it's like everything about this man is extremely antagonistic. If you walk up to a woman's house that you're going to visit that has been banning you and keep telling you nope, 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 then she just gets to the point where, okay, let me be real spiritually mature about this. Okay, let's go ahead and have a meeting. Cool. It just happened to happen on July the 4th when all that bullshit was happening in the front of my door because he had already had a invitation to come and visit in the daytime hours, just like it is now, and he claimed, I'm over here spending time with my daughter. Oh damn, I didn't know you want the fuck. So when I read the message, like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't respond. But what I say to him is like, I thought you said you were coming after you got off of work. Oh shit, my bad. I'm over here spending time with my daughter. I think her name is Tiana. I'm over here. So I'm looking at the phone like, what? So I always can tell when he's wanting me to act jealous. He wanted me. I'm not finna do any of that. If as soon as you make it obvious that you got this ego tripping problem with yourself, and you trying to pin me against another female, that's the worst thing you could ever do. Because you'll be banned from ever getting anywhere near close to me in an intimate, sexual, lubby-dub, any kind of thing you would want kind of way. I don't play like that. So when I mentioned to him about, he said, oh no, when I walked up, your neighbors acted like they understood. Like he made a comment about, no, did you see? Because when I walked up, I said, did I see what? No, I seen that they still sat there acting like I'm not a neighbor, acting like they living in a what do you call it? A neighborhood, in a house within their own fence, and that I stay across over here. So what they doing should not have nothing to do with me. That's how those people was acting. They did not move or any kind of thing when you walked up. It's on tape. Do you see? Like, what? They were still acting as if like whatever. What are you talking about? So I'm pissed that he's even saying like his presence is what made. He said some stupid shit like that. I say, what? I said, all them bitches was still sitting in front of my door. I said, you took forever to like come to the front where we live. You kept like driving all around the apartments like you don't remember me telling you I moved. And then you walk up like you this grand ass like visitor of like, you know, bringing good luck and cheer. And we're coming to discuss the logistics of moving out this weekend, or, you know, baby, you have to leave from over here. So like, I was like, oh baby, you here. Hey, like, what? So he's sitting right here on my bed, on the edge of my bed, right here, looking at me, talking about this. And he was like, well, damn, well, have you ever got to know your neighbors? So I said, oh, because there was some bitches out there? Is that why you said, have I got to know my neighbors? He's like, oh, babe, you being so jealous. I said, jealous? I said, oh, my God. See, nigga, that's how I know you are very dangerous. Because why would you equate all that goddamn noise and chaos in front of my door that happens to have tons of females standing out there as in me being jealous of you coming over this last and final time? This first and last time. What does that got to do? What are you talking about? So I'm like livid. I'm like very pissed off about him actually even saying that. And I just keep staring at him. That's why I said I wish I had video footage. So when I told him that I was going to make a video on that conversation, the video was of he and I having a conversation, a candid adult conversation about the severing of ties. That's what the video was going to be about. Technically, it was going to be a live because I was already on live, right? I be on live. If right now he said ding dong came over, am I not on live? So how am I trying to put you on live stream? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So not only am I very upset and distraught about these people they moved next door to me, that as soon as the day they moved in, it's been constant, non-stop neighbor from hell type drama. And then you come over in a moment when they're doing when they out there acting a damn donkey, like in real time, because it's supposed to be a white holiday called Independence Day that niggas are out there barbecuing and with the dumb shit and doing firecrackers and setting off gunshots and shit. What the fuck? I'm like, oh my God. So I keep going off on him and telling him, like, you know what? This is what I'm talking about. This shit right here that you're doing. This is why whenever we're on the phone together, I'm saying to you, I don't get along with you. We don't get along. Why do you keep on thinking that we can go backwards to when you was faking the funk and fraudulently acting like you a really well-rounded guy? You a very intelligent man. You an upstanding guy. This is how you got to fuck me in the first place. What are you talking about? Who are you right now? What? Okay, babe. Okay, I see what you're saying. I mean, I was just thinking that maybe you got to know your neighbors. I mean, you just never know. I just never know what. So this is what I was saying. I didn't say it to him. I just shut up and I'm just looking at him. And I guess he always gets very uncomfortable when I stare at him. And then he'll just switch mode and try to act like, I guess that's that twin I'm talking about that talks stupid. His other entity or something. And then he'll switch mode and be like, I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, you know how black people are. Any reason to barbecue or something, you know how we do. So I'm still just staring at him like, Now, this is probably captured on that live stream. I deleted that live stream, by the way. This might be captured because this is when he first got here and first came in my room. My daughter was in there making brownies. I had a sweet tooth, so she was in there making brownies. So she don't recall what was talked about at that moment in here because she's in the kitchen making brownies. So the live stream is still going. So that would have all been seen had I kept the live stream. And when he leaned back and everything, he was smoking, he leaned back and he was like, hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so I said, yeah, you on live. And the way that the table was, it wasn't really showing him. And then I moved the arm of the thing and it's showing him now. And he's like, I said, now you on live. And so it's like, he looks up and he's like, nah, man, what are you doing? So he takes one more puff of the joint and he puts it out and he leaves with CBD for my pain. He leaves and he get ready to leave. And that's when y'all see him at the bottom of the stairs doing like, look what I've got on. Man, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't even be on my own live. This is when you see him doing that. So I don't have the live to prove the part that I'm talking about the conversation. Because once he comes back into the room, you see me talking to him at the top of the stairs, and he pisses me off so bad I can push you down the fucking stairs. He's like, yeah, come on, Cleo, come on. Because I'm going to be in that wheelchair. I'm going to head right to the hospital. That's when he's saying that if you can make out what's being said. And it was just like an orchestration. So the camera, the integrity of the blink camera in the living room is not catching like what all I'm saying. You can vaguely hear me saying, did he leave? Because I'm sitting in the bed now. I done got my body positioned, and I'm sitting in the bed. And once I sit down and my paralysis and everything starts to like set back in again with my spinal thing, I can't just bounce up and like get up and walk. So I had to like try to maneuver myself and get up. And then I finally come into the living area with my daughter, and she's like, I don't know. But everything goes quick on those little blink synopsis, right? It's just like a little capturing time that my daughter got to like pin it together. And I'm livid because I'm like, what the fuck? So in the audio, the conversation that's up where he goes, where he's like, yeah, I'm on my way. This is June the 12th, I think, before July the 4th. And he's like saying shit like, man, I'm ready. I'm shit. What's up? And I'm like, boy, whatever. So I always keep a very upbeat attitude when I'm talking to him on the phone for the most part, because I've learned how his psychosis, his narcissism works. His goal is, first of all, the way he works his shit with me is to make me feel inadequate towards another woman, against another woman. To make me feel like I need to say who I am and what I am to him, and it's never going to happen. It doesn't ever work out that way. I'd be like, what? Right? Because I've never dealt with nobody with this kind of a psychosis. Okay? Because it's not just a personality. It's a psychosis. So I was like appalled that he acted as if I put him on. And then, that's the part. Okay, I'm almost skipped again. He goes, man, you could have tried to kill me on live stream. Man, I just seen something on social media where a woman killed a man on live stream. You could have killed me on live stream. This is what he said previous to getting to the bottom of the stairs, or crossing the living room blink camera and being downstairs at that blink camera. And that's why I was livid. Like, what the fuck? Y'all don't hear me saying it because I'm in my room cussing his ass out as he's, no, that's messed up, and leaving. What the fuck are you talking about? The psychosis. He stood there like, woman, you told me you were going to kill me. This is after he comes back up into the house, come back up the stairs. He acted like he didn't know how to unlock the door. Somebody really feeling danger, or like you trying to set me up, that shit he was saying. Why you act like you don't know how to unlock the door? You seen him doing that. So then when he came back up and he was like, it's another thing that pissed me off. So pissed off, number one. Let's talk about the points that pissed me the fuck off. That has set all the things that are happening now in motion. Okay? That's what this whole live is about overall. That dream interpretation was to get me to talk about this. And my higher self is guiding me to do this for a reason. And I've learned to listen to it, because over the course of dealing with this man, and I wasn't on my I had YouTube, but I wasn't doing it to this magnitude. I would always deal with shit behind the scenes with him, but I started documenting shit. And whenever I would second guess my intuition, he would always show up to hurt me again. Okay? Because I'm not thinking the dude really has psychosis, right? He really got a fucking mental problem. I'm not thinking this at all, because he knows how to shape shift his personality into seeming like he's a very down-to-earth, well-rounded individual. Okay? And I feel with a woman of my caliber, he just don't give a fuck no more. He you know what I'm saying? He just don't give a fuck. And my daughter literally saw him shape shift from how he was behaving right here to when he called me when he left. begging me to, can he come back and lay with me, be with me, spend a night with me? And how he shapeshifted like really quickly. Like he just went from, oh man, if your daughter leave out this room, and because she was in this room with us the entire time, sitting over there where she always is. And if your daughter leave out this room, and the way you got that little shirt on, I said, this is not a shirt, it's a dress. That cherry dress that I have on in that video. And I'm just looking at him just like transfixed on like how I wish I could just erase you out of my timeline. Out my lifetime. Like, what? That didn't happen. Because I'm just looking at him like, why are you acting like you can't control yourself? So now let's tie that back into the dream. We're on that sofa. I'm in his arms. And then I give in and I'm saying to him, I miss you so much, baby. I love you. I miss you. We're kissing, passionately kissing. And then I want to have intercourse. And he can't get it up. You see my fucking point. Why did that happen in the dream state? So you're standing here, if your daughter leave out of here, so right in the front of my daughter, you're being disrespectful. As if you can't control your goddamn self. What you think my daughter gonna think of? Right? If she has gotten paid, she out doing errands, running around doing stuff, whatever, right? And I played this role like I wasn't, like this wasn't an ending. This visit was your final visit to the end. For you to see that it has nothing to do with if I see you, I'm gonna fall weak and want to be with you. What the fuck? Okay, come on over. That's why I invited him that time when he told me, oh, I'm visiting my daughter. I didn't know you want the fuck. Because he's indicating, oh, you want me to come over so we can fuck? This is the disrespect. But the dick won't get hard. The dick won't get hard. Why am I in my dream? Now, here's what I'm going through my physical body. I'm in tons of pain. I have to sit upright with my spinal cord injury. Okay? And so I'm in anguish trying to sleep. So then I fall into a dream state and it's you in the dream. Why is that happening? Why am I not dreaming about meeting the doctor that's going to say, okay, this is what's wrong with your back? Because that's where I'm trying to travel to. This is what's wrong. This is what we're going to do. And I see myself back driving my SUV and, I'm pulling up to my new house and I'm out there with my dog and walking my dog. Like these are the type of things that I dream about. I visualize when I'm diamond painting and I'm not on live and I'm trying to stay very positive through the pain. I'm not thinking about a specific man to be with. Right? I'm not thinking about getting my health back where I'm strong and I'm serving some man dinner. I'm on my knees giving some man head or whatever. I'm not thinking of fucking thoughts like that. So why are you in my dream state? And why am I acting like I'm giving into you in my dream state and telling you, baby, I love you. I miss you so much. And you're like, I know. I mean, I'm saying it telepathically. My lips are not moving. So that's symbolic. His lips are moving, saying, I know you're back, yeah. And I'm saying, baby, I want to feel you. And you're like, yeah, okay, baby, hold on. It's because I'm nervous. I mean, I can't believe your lips is moving. You're talking. But I'm laying there in this state of like euphoria of this is my man. But in the real life, in real conscious awakened state, you are not anything close to being a man, I would claim. Why is this happening? It's the manipulation that I'm exposing. So, like I said, for him to be in the front of my daughter, acting like he can't control himself. Now, let me add this in. My daughter had a dream. And she said, Mama, why I had this before he ever came over? Mama, why I had a dream about KWASI? And you was acting like you was so in love with him. And it's like, how I always be in here checking on you, making sure you good. You gonna tell me, okay, Ashley, get on up out of here. Get on up out of here because I need my me time. You need to get out of here. And so KWASI was like looking all happy and shit, and you shut the door on me. My daughter had this dream before he came over here. So imagine him standing up right here commenting, man, if your daughter get out of here right now. That's why he left. Because he was like, man, I ain't finna get nowhere. Like, what the fuck is it with this dude? Real talk. The dirty diaper dream. I'm gonna make a good ass thumbnail for this, by the way. I didn't know what I was gonna talk about and how I was gonna go down, but I'm gonna make a real good ass thumbnail for this when I get out for this goddamn live. But anyway, so it's the objectifying me, making me an object of desire, as in I'm not human. I'm not truly going through a very, very, very difficult health crises. Okay. And that something in him is telling him that he has some entitlement to my energy. This is why the lives that I did before, where I talked about us being sexual, I was on camera, showing my face and everything. I took all that shit down, man. I'm done with that. I talked about it already. I talked about it. This is how we met. This is how we got sexual. This is what went on. Didn't lie about a goddamn thing. It was a live stream. It wasn't a it was over an hour, so it definitely wasn't a video. And I talked about it. I talked about it. You know what I mean? I talked about being in a marriage that was a sexless marriage, completely sexless marriage. Okay, completely. Because my ex-husband had end-stage renal failure and he couldn't get an erection, and he is terminally ill. He's still alive, so he is terminally ill. And how that took its toll on me as a woman, I talked about it. And I said, when I met KWASI, and I always say this to start off the conversation about that I said that me and my ex-husband was arguing one day, and he was like, well, yeah, this and this and this and that. I said, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm not finna put up with your shit no more. I am a vibrant, sexually, healthy woman. And this was in my 40s. And I'm not finna sit up there and be taking care of you and losing my sex appeal and mentally, like I'm bringing on this old age and everything on me. My 50s is coming up, and I'm gonna be going through menopausal and shit. So anyway, I'm gonna fuck again, nigga, and it won't be nobody named Chris. And it was somebody named Chris. So that's always like the irony in how I met KWASI, and his real government name is Christopher. So I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on here? But I didn't give a shit that his name is Christopher. When we met, we communicated the truth of what's going on in my life, personally with the relationship, and he was honest about what was going on in his life. Okay? He was honest. So that's why I don't know why the fuck he decided to say, with her, I gotta lie. With her, I gotta play games. I gotta play mind games. It always gets me set up for failure. He sets his own self up for failure. I keep telling you what I'm gonna do before I do it. I tell you, I'm fixing to expose your bitch ass. Not for the fake fact that I'm popular on social media. I'm doing it because I'm letting you know I'm done with your motherfucking ass. I keep telling you that. My daughter reminded me, my daughter said, Mama, you remember you told me you met KWASI in 2018. Mama, it's 2025. It's been 7 years. I said, what you talking about? I said, that's how you can tell I've been so fighting for my health and all the circumstances that I ain't even paid attention to time. Yeah, it has been 7 years and you are still being talked about. Why? And not in a good way. That's the psychosis I be talking about he be in. It's not in a good way. When he came here, I wanted to set the record straight. So therefore, he knows we are never going to be sexual in any way, shape, or form. So don't even do it in your mind state. All those things that I did was to see if is he going to try to like retaliate against me the way he should be trying to if he's so angry. I'm going to give you some tools or give you some, how can I say, I'm going to give you some vices, some devices, some proof. So let me see how you tell the story. She do want me. Look what she did. Let me see if you're going to do it. But he never does. He knows what I'm talking about. It's the same thing that he tried to repeat to my daughter. Your mother be sending me sexual things. Why didn't you say it in the text message when you said that to my daughter? Your mother be sending me sexual things. Say what sexual things I be sending you. Why didn't you say that? It's the psychosis for me. My daughter's 30 years old. So for you to think you can try to talk to her, like, I'm telling you, it's so crazy the way these energies be jumping from one man to the next man. Christopher Williams used to tell my daughter, yeah, your mama be doing this and your mama be doing, that's my daughter. I literally pushed her from my vagina with no episiotomy. Why would the hell you think that you gonna tell my daughter something about me that she gonna believe and jump on your side like, well, mama, he told me you said. So Christopher McNeese, KWASI, pulled the same stunt to try to. How is that saving you, dude? You was right in her face saying if she leave out of here and you shut that door, you was going to sexually attack me. Because I didn't say, hey, yeah, let's get it in, like whatever that vision my daughter said she seen. So that's the reason why he was allowed to be over here. Because when my daughter says she dreamt that, that means that his energy is really trying to surround me and manipulate some shit. So I need to show my daughter, don't you ever be afraid. This is why she's been celibate since she lost her virginity. All these years. These are the things that I disclose so he can understand the depth of the bond that I have with my daughter. It's more things she knows about you than you think she knows. So I wanted her not to ever be afraid if this energy would try to come into her life by the way of a boyfriend, which it already tried with her first two boyfriends. So you have to understand, baby boom, please, don't ever try it. You literally was disrespecting her mother right in her face, saying, man, if your daughter leave out of here right now and I close that door. And how was I looking at you? I won't disclose the things my daughter said about when you said that. But she's a fully grown, mature woman. She's not a little kid. So what would that look like if a man was like, man, if your mama wasn't here? See, just flip the script. If a young man was visiting my daughter and he acting all antsy, he ain't going to be able to sit there and get the antsiness in him and say no shit. Because of my gift of reading shit and feeling shit and reading energy before it even happened is so strong. That's why he would have never even been on the sofa or wherever he was at for me to witness this in the first place. That's my point. So I did that to prove to my daughter, whatever you saw in that vision, and she had a different dream too about him that I ain't gonna even disclose that one. But I said to her, baby, it's no sexual energy ever gonna pass from my body to KWASI's body willingly. When we hugged, you saw the whole thing. You right there. You're not in your room. You was right there. And what was not shown, I don't know why that blink camera was doing the weirdest shit it was doing. But when she tried to like piece all the things together, it was like blipping out certain shit that did happen that it didn't allow her to download it. And we already had kissed once. I gave him a hug. I said, give me a hug. I want you to be safe, as you travel home. So he gave me a hug and we kissed lips. It was like just a simple smack, like a simple smack. So what did get caught is me saying, because he started talking again, he was like, how did that feel to you? Was that okay? It was weird. He was like, he asked me. That's the magnitude of what I'm saying. The stupid ass blink camera wouldn't let her capture that moment. She know it happened because she was standing there the whole time. And I said, it felt like a kiss. It just felt like a simple kiss, It was I didn't want to be mean in the moment, but I didn't feel anything. So it was weird that when we kissed lips, it was a goodbye kiss. Not even passionate. No, he didn't get erect. I didn't feel his penis starting to rise, and he didn't grip my ass. It was none of that. And he asked me, how was that? And I said, it was a kiss. He was like, but how did that feel? Because sometimes you just want to know. And I said, it was sweet. It was innocent. It was a kiss. But that's not what I really felt. I felt like, nigga, I ain't feel shit. So that shows you that if he had to ask me, did I feel anything? That meant that he wanted to feel energy coming from me of passionate of, I want you. And because he didn't feel it, he needed to verbalize and ask this question. So he was like, man, he got ready to leave. He was like, man, y'all don't know what all I've been through. So he says that it's faint, but I don't know why that blink camera don't have a better volume on it or whatever. And then I say, come here, give me another hug. So this time I gave him another hug. And he squeezed me so tightly, my back, my spine, right? And I'm like, ugh, like that as he's squeezing me. That's why I said his body feels like concrete. And he was squeezing me and my back was hurting. I don't think he realized how fragile I already am, right? And with my spine. And so I was like, oh, like that. And so the way his hair falls over his forehead when he's kissing me, it can look like he kissed my lips, but he kissed my forehead. And he grabs the trash with Ashley and they go down the stairs. So I felt like overall I was annoyed with him talking about Renee and still lying, because within that conversation he started telling truths, but don't realize you already told me a lie and said you never had sex with Renee when you got out of jail. You hear him on the audio saying, no, I haven't had sex with anyone. See what I'm saying? Then he goes, yeah, I had sex with my little chick, Ice Spice. I call her Ice Spice because she looked like Ice Spice. So now you're admitting to having sex with 2 women so far since you've been out of jail. So why do you keep me on your list? Why do you keep trying to spin the block and come back towards me? We didn't already discuss this a gazillion times. Why are you in my dreams? Anytime I dream about Michael, it's always pleasant. I'm never angry. I'm never confused. I'm never dreaming about Michael Wayne and then waking up and like, what the fuck? I'm always like, oh, okay, so that's how you feel? I get pissed, like, oh, so you can only show me that in the dream state. But in real life, you know? But I'm always pleasantly surprised by his energy in a dream. It's always sweet. It's always loving. It's always like safe. And, you know, I feel very feminine when I dream about Michael Wayne. And it's always super passionate. Super on from both sides. So I said all of that to say, I don't know what's fixing to happen with KWASI. I really don't wish KWASI no harm. I'm just sick of him in my energy. And when I get sick of you, when you really start getting under my fucking skin and acting like you want to be a cancer there, I supposed to operate in a very, 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 you know, strong, defensive energy of keeping myself safe, keeping myself healthy. So I'm never going to operate in no passive aggressiveness. I'm always bring the business to you. And I told him, you don't ever have to worry about me texting you ever again. A lot of these things I would do privately. Like I would text him, hey, I had this dream about you. Be safe. I would always text him and say stuff to him. But I cannot stand for nobody to ignore me. You do not ignore me. I'm not texting you because I'm asking you for no money. I'm not texting you because I'm nagging. I'm not the caliber of woman that I am today. No man could ever cross me wrong and get away with it. You know what I mean? I let them know. All of them know over the course of my life that if you set up camp to cross me wrong, to be watching for any type of way you could find me being weak to hurt, harm, and injure me, I am extremely vindictive. Whenever I see that that's what you are about, I'm a vindictive bitch that you would never want to cross. That's why I don't say that part. I just say you don't want to cross me. But I'm extremely vindictive. Extremely. So do not set up camp and make it look like your day-to-day, you think about me. You setting up some type of staging because he says he practices magic. Whether it's voodoo, hoodoo, or whatever he do, I don't know. But he's already self-professed a warlock, sorcerer. He practiced magic. So stop fucking with me. That's what this is for. This is like a warning. He keeps getting these warnings. You see what I'm saying? He may have been that devil energy that's in my Mars right now. That's my Mars right now. Where's the yeah, that board over there? You know what I'm saying? That 501's devil energy. Like, dude, stop. Stop. Oh, that's probably what he was meaning. Okay, let me clarify that. He said, woman, you was telling me you was gonna kill me. I'm like, what? This is after he puts all the orchestration of, oh my God, you had me on live stream, and he's back up in here. And he just started talking about, I said he was drinking a beer. I had bought some lagers a while back, and you know, beer don't go bad. So I bought some lagers because I was, and those beers been so cold in our refrigerator for so long. I drank one time because I felt like I needed to. You know, I felt like I need to drink a beer because I was having difficulty peeing. So I said, if I drink this beer, I know I'll be able to pee because I have the fluid retention that I'm going through and the swelling. Did pee. Actually, I didn't pour off the rest of the beer. I didn't even drink it all. But I didn't. He didn't drink water. He didn't ask for a soda. He didn't ask for tea. You know, offer him and he and I was like, well, I have a beer. He's like, oh yeah, I'll take that. He's like, yeah, I don't really drink beer. I'm like, well, we don't drink liquor over here, and I don't have suitors coming over, so I don't have a bar that I keep up anymore. Okay, so don't know what to tell you. So he took the beer, and my daughter was like, he was so nervous that he bust the bottle open, like he cracked the glass part you drink out of. He we didn't have a opener. I don't know why we don't have a bottle opener, but I got to get a bottle opener. And I found this. I took the I said, oh Ashley, go get the can opener. You know, the regular can opener you put on the can. And I said, because that's how I opened the beer that I had the other day ago. So I did it like that. And I mean, he did it like that. He cracked it. He literally cracked the drinking part, you know, and broke it. And he was like, oh no, don't walk over here. Hold on, let me get the glass. You know, so it was one piece of two that fell on the floor. So I was like, damn, what's wrong with you? So my daughter goes, Mama, he's nervous. He's shaking. And I was like, what do you mean you nervous? You shaking? And he was like, man, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of scared. And I was like, this when he first got here, y'all. When he first got here. And I was like, I mean, chill out. Like, nobody finna do nothing to you, whatever. So that's when he did leave, do that orchestration. Came back, his beer was sitting there. He put the ashtray down with the CBD, and he was like, "Nah, I'm leaving." You know, and when he came back, he's like, "Man, you don't understand. You told me you were gonna kill me." So let me clear that up. When he told me, I've been doing love spells on you, and I'm gonna keep on doing them. And he said, "And you're not leaving me. You shouldn't have put it on me like you did, and you're not leaving me." These are things that I didn't capture because I didn't expect him to say this shit. So there's a lot of shit he said is not captured because you don't expect a person to say no shit like that to you when you trying to have a conversation like, what's going on? What is the problem? Why are you acting like this? That's why I call it psychosis. So he goes, you're not leaving me. It's not over. I don't care if it takes 5 or 10 years. He also repeated that shit standing right here. I don't care if it takes 5 or 10 years. You're not leaving me. You shouldn't have put it on me like that. So now you have to understand why I responded this way, what I'm going to say. After he repeated that to me several times over the course of 7 years, I said to him, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck what spells you do. I don't give a damn what type of Baba priest or whatever the fuck you go to try to bind me to you. If I ever woke up and I'm in a bed with you, naked or whatever, whatever, but I'm there with you, and I wake up and remember who I am and how the fuck bitch, I am killing you. That's what I said. That's what I said. So I just had to clear that up for the record when he said that. Man, woman, you told me you were going to kill me. So my daughter says, if he was so scared of you killing him, Mama, what the fuck he was over here for? I said, exactly. Exactly. Absolutely. So, you know, like I said, if I don't like you as a person, does not necessarily mean I wish you harm or anything of the such, but you're not the type of a being you can cross and do it in a malicious, nefarious way. Like your intentions is very nefarious. Like you wish me. I'm not that kind of being you can cross, get away with it, because I'm extremely vindictive. So regardless of how much time in life and how things get positioned, when I don't give a fuck anymore, it's nothing you can do to make me give a fuck. Like you can't cry to me, oh look what I'm going through. I don't care. That's what I mean by vindictiveness. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Don't tell me nothing. I don't want to know nothing about what you're going through in life. Nathan. Okay? Because I have never in my entire existence had to deal with a man like this. Even my ex-husband know when to click on my live streams and listen and leave me the fuck alone. Don't say shit. It's live, so I can't stop you from listening to it. But don't bring your motherfucking ass nowhere around me talking about, okay, I see you can. I don't play like that. It's like these men, the energy that jumped into Terrence Martindale, the ex-husband, and the energy that jumped into KWASI Rael is that type of energy that I can see women on that Snap show, but in a different light. Like the man would leave them alone. Not when she went crazy and I want him, he mine. No. So I do everything to keep myself out of prison. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I mean. So being extremely vindictive just means that karma, when it set itself in motion, don't assume that I'm going to feel any empathy for you. Don't assume that I'm going to try to counsel you. Don't ever assume that and make an ass out yourself. Because I'm going to tell you that this was your last time crossing me. So when KWASI left from over here, he disrespected me. Okay? This is what happened. This is what have led to these chains of events that are happening since July the 4th. This is why these things are happening. I fell into a deep sleep. Okay? Like when I'm in all this pain, I'm exhausted. So when I finally lay back, I could just fall out, pass out, sleep. I fell into a deep sleep. At this time, we had no kind of income, and my cell phone right here was off. It had no service. My daughter's cell phone was off. She had no service. But this other phone that we have over here that is free, which is this one, through the government, was the only phone we had. So we're both using the same phone. Usually, as you see, her phone is back on. She leave this phone in here with me. She don't never deal. She don't do nothing with it. But because we both was using the phone, and she was having to leave and go do stuff to try to do her school stuff, because she's also going to finishing out. She's still going to college. She's still trying to work this shit out, right? We're dealing with me, a caregiver for me, trying to work, trying to get a degree, trying to better herself, which I'm always encouraging her to keep hope alive, keep her faith, and never get so overwhelmed with all of the negative. Okay, so I never stop working and keeping motivated. Okay, if God takes me up out of this body and I'm gone, I don't ever want you to sit around sulking about, oh, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm scared. My mama not here no more. No, we have very candid, very serious, very real conversations about death. Very real serious conversations about not having a life insurance policy and living in basically paycheck to paycheck, snap benefit to snap benefit. We talk about it all. Because there's no family. It's me and my daughter and God and our spiritual team. That's what it is. So I'm always on the watch to make sure my daughter's mental health stays as vibrant as it possibly can under these circumstances. So my daughter had this phone in her doing whatever the fuck she was doing with it. KWASI texts me, and he says to me, can I come over there, put my dick, he used these examples, put my dick between your booty cheeks and hold your titties. This is what he said to me. My daughter sees it, so I'm livid. I'm livid. I'm livid. But I don't react. I plan. I didn't react. I planned to give him an opportunity to redeem himself. So let me show you what I did. My daughter has been, when Trump came into office, he did a whole bunch of executive orders to take away this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. And one of those was financial aid with the Department of Education. A lot of that shit was going on that we didn't know what it was until it hit home, right? Because we watched the inauguration, we watched him sign all these executive orders, whatever. So anyway, with the Houston Community College, which I believe actually said that is now called City Community College, something like that, but it's HCC. They had it to where everybody, and maybe this is what he's doing with this illegal immigrant thing, everybody had to self-identify on a form, and they wanted you to pay for a notary to do it. Money was so scarce to where we didn't have the money to do it. She literally had got a gift certificate from HCC to do like a survey or some shit, and they sent the gift certificate as $100 Visa with some kind of cupcake or ice cream or some kind of like weird little gift certificate company, and nobody would take it but Walmart and Amazon. Guess what? We needed to pay our light bill. No, was it the internet? And we was going to use the whole $100 to pay it, but they wouldn't even take it. Yeah, it was the internet. It was the internet. It wouldn't take it. So we're like, what the fuck? So I said, okay, well, just go ahead and just get your notary done. It didn't take it. So all this time, her student loan money, not student loan, her student refund money, because she don't get loans no more. Her student refund money was like on hold this whole time. She's still going to school, finished her classes and everything, still didn't get the refund. They haven't even taken the tuition. So I'm talking to KWASI about this, and I say, hey, you got $25 I can give right now, I'll get it right back to you. He responded with, oh shit, I mean, I wish I could. This really happened. This is well before he came over here, right? Okay, that's past tense. So now I remember, oh, she still needs to get this notary done. But we already know, because stuff that was happening with Trump and what he did has now dissipated. And now the people at the Houston Community College are talking more about what these affidavits of self-identifying and proving that your identity is who you are before you get financial aid is. Now they're actually speaking about what it is, and they're actually trying to help the students get it done now. At first, it was just, they just giving us a runaround. They're not explaining what it's about. She's been going to college. I was even going to college. I never had to do one of these damn forms. What are y'all talking about? Is this because of something that Trump is doing with the Department of Education? They would not say shit. So now they're talking more, and they're saying that they're working it out and that there's a new form. So they're letting, all the students know that it's good that they didn't really try to get that one done, because they come up with a new form. So they're going to get a new form for 2024, 2025, and then the new form for 2025, 2026. So both of these will be new forms. We know this, and we're just waiting for the forms to be drafted or whatever and put on her account. So we're not worried about getting a notary. But it comes to my mind, I'm finna test him one more time. I'm finna test him. Instead of me reacting, I said I'm gonna test him. So I thought of a plan. I said, okay, Ashley, you text KWASI and ask KWASI, can he take you? Because she had the money. She had the money. I think a class action lawsuit, some shit like that be coming in. Like we just get gifts. We just get random gifts that'll just come back. It could be some kind of refund or something that maybe we was arguing about, and then Amazon was tripping about it, and then they was like, oh, we owe this to you. That happened as well. Like $70. We bought groceries. This is the type of shit that be happening. So when people be sitting up there hoping for our demise, all you do is make the spiritual realm the universe show up like, here you go, here you go, here you go. So anywho, she had the money. So I said, yeah, he could take you. I said, yeah, the notary opened on Saturday. I know this. She know this. We didn't already looked it up from when we asked her for the $25 before. We already know this. Immediately, he responds back to my daughter It says to her, oh, I got to work 12 hours. I ain't going to be able to have no time. I got to work. I got to work. Right? He immediately, like, anytime I ever ask this man for any little, it's the smallest shit. I will never ask you for nothing big. Why? The test will always be something small. So he already said he didn't have $25. Never did he get $25. Try to get $25. And that's going to tie into something he said right here when he says, oh yeah, I had sold some land and I had got whatever monies, and Renee got mad at me because she wanted $3,500, but I ended up giving her $2,500, and she was so mad at me. She got mad at me. That woman got mad at me. She put me out of her house because, yeah, I was staying with her for the first 2 months when I came out of jail. I'm just looking at it. And he goes, but I did. So I went to my cousin's house, but that wasn't gonna work out because he had too much shit going on over there. So then I moved in with Renee. So he had to throw that little cousin thing in. Yeah. So he immediately smacked it down. I can't do it. Can't do nothing for you. Can't do nothing for you. I can't do nothing for you. Can't be there for you. Can't do nothing for you. Oh, I work 12 hours. I'm always working. I'm at work. So that's when I said, okay, it's time to chin check this motherfucker. So I said, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I took the phone and I'm texting now. No, she was the one texting what I said for her to text because she got pissed off. She's like, I'm about to cuss his ass out. I say, no, you're not. This is how you need to say it. So I said, fuck it. Give me the phone. I know your personality so well. Give me the phone. So I'm the one texting him as if I'm my daughter. So he feel like his feelings is hurt because the daughter is saying what she's saying to him. And that's when he goes, what? It's not even like that. He needs to start sending. So I said, so now I'm talking like me. I said, no, this me. This is the mama talking to your ass. So I try to call him. I literally tried to call him because I don't want to text all this shit. I try to call him. He gonna shoot the text away and then send the call to voicemail and then text me right away, say I'm at work, and then show the time clock. No, he said, I'm just now getting prepared to leave work, and shows his time clock. So I'm like, what the fuck you send me a picture of a time clock for? So I just said, nigga, pop, 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 pop. Nobody knew. We knew you wasn't going to do a motherfucking thing anyway with your sorry ass. Motherfucker, I was the one told her to ask you that shit. I already knew you was going to lie, talking about you got to work. Nigga, the motherfucking notary is open on a Saturday, nigga. The notary is open on a Saturday. You understand? You mean to tell me, motherfucker, no, you a damn lie because you had told me you was off. I can come see you today. I'm off. You don't think I pay attention to everything you be fucking telling me? You lying ass bitch, I'm going off. I said, look, I just had a bad episode of like vertigo, dizziness, throwing up. My daughter got scared. I was crying. We was crying together. We don't know what the fuck going on. Bitch, I'm just going off. Off. But before I go off, whatever he thought Ashley was the one saying it. It is her temperament and how she would talk. But it was me typing it. He goes, your mama was sending me sexual stuff. What? Because what the response was, what I said was, and you disrespecting my mama, she over here knocked out sleep. This is true. This really did happen. I'm knocked out the fuck sleep. And let me tell you how it was true, because he was waiting for me to respond. And I don't say nothing because I'm knocked out sleep. So the very next morning, he texts me and say, hope you have a good day. The very next morning, around 9 in the morning. So that was like at 10 o'clock at night. He says, can I come over and do that? The next very motherfucking morning, 9:30, he texts, hope you have a nice day. Because within that time, he expected me to respond in an evil, mad reactionary type of way because he's disrespectful. Right? Yeah. So that gave, in other words, the reason being for me allowing my child to talk like she would have talked, but I know she'd start cursing and doing all that shit, being mad. And I'm like, no, you don't got to do all that. You let mama do all that. You don't got to do all that. Be respectful of him. You ain't got to do all that. Just say this, say that. I said, give me the phone. I know how you talk. I know how your temperament is when you cool, calm, and collected. So I did that. And then that's when he gonna say, but your mama been sending me sexual stuff the whole time. And da-da-da-da-da-da. Because she's chin-checking him on what he said. She's saying to him, my mother is really sick. You literally think just because you saw her at the bottom of the stairs, at the front door, she did that to let the people next door know, I'm not the only one live here. My mama live here too, because my mama don't get outside. So that's why she did that. And she was well enough to do it. And I wasn't behind her because I would have been out there with her. Right? She told me, I'm okay. I'm okay. And I'm at the top of the stairs watching her walk down the stairs. So what the fuck? You think my mama is playing about her health crises? So that is the fucking reason why I set it up like that, because I knew he was gonna also do some weird shit, which he did. And he goes, "Yeah, and your daughter is faking it like she liked me." I'm like, "What the fuck is you talking about?" There you go again, disrespecting my spiritual gangster. My daughter is not a disrespectful young woman. What are you talking about? You disrespecting me by making it look like she faking like she like you. She faking like she can be civilized. She faking like she can have you come over and, okay, that's my mother's company. Like, what are you talking about? My daughter was faking it like she like you. Because she was asking you questions about what is your plans with my mama. That's what she asked you when you were sitting in here. She said, "Kwasi, what is your plans with my mama? Like, what is it about my mama that you just, you know, like, what is it with my mama?" This what she was asking this dude. And do you think he answered her in a fashion that sounded like a very well-rounded, mature older man? No, he did not. He did not answer the motherfucking question. So it took a lot of patience for him to be sitting here in my house for 2 hours. He got here, I think Ashley said around 11. It left at about 2, 1:30ish to 2 o'clock. Have a long time that was. 11:30, 10:30, whatever. To about 1 o'clock, 1:30. And this whole time, I'm just staring him down. Like, just looking at him from the top of his head. Like, when he was sitting here, I'm just looking at him. He stood up, I'm just looking at him from the top of his head all the way to here where I can see. That's how I'm looking at him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, stay out of my dreams. I don't know what you're doing manipulatively over there, spell work, whatever the fuck you're doing. I don't give a damn. Stay out of my energy. Because I have been praying and petitioning to the Most High God to go head on and obliterate your ass. Because I'm sick of you playing around in my energy. You see what I'm saying? I'm sick of it. I don't wish you no harm. I don't wish shit about you. Really, the truth be told. I think you like it without when I'm acting angry and doing all that and all that. And that's for me to get it out. I'm gonna allow myself to get it out. But on that last text that I sent to you, whatever that was that I said, and I said you don't have to ever worry about me ever texting you personally again, like on a personable basis. I said anytime I discuss you is with you and my energy. But you'll never have to worry about no one-on-one, nothing for you to feel like we have a certain connection with. No, 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 no. You've been playing in my energy way too long. Way too motherfucking long. 7 years. So I'm grateful that the Most High God, the Holy Spirit, the spiritual realm, period, guided me to remember the dream on Tuesday. Add it in with the dream on Tuesday recap. I'm at his house. There's no baby there. But some Jamaicans come over there to deliver him a lot of like plantains and exotic fruits and whatever out there in Jamaica. This is what it looked like. It didn't look like nothing in the USA. Okay? It wasn't no navel oranges, tangerines, plums, pears, red apples, Granny Smith apples. It was like, papayas, all kind of stuff. Right? So I don't know what the symbology is in that because I don't know how to look that up. Jamaicans delivering a lot of groceries to a man that I don't like. How do you look that up? Okay. So, and my daughter is there, and it seems like he can see her, and he invites us to have a seat, and then he leaves off and goes to this back room that has this very long hallway to this back room somewhere back there. That's dream 1. Dream 2, we're at the same apartment. There's a baby that he's clenching to. He don't want me to see the baby. He not operating like a man that would be holding a newborn baby, or not a newborn, but like a 5-month, 6-month-old baby. That's like, well, here you go, this him, so and so, right? He holding the baby up to him. The baby is laying on him. The baby not moving. The baby not cooing. The baby not making no noise. The baby ain't, some whining or nothing. And I'm asking him, who baby is this? He not answering me. Like whose baby it is. He just says, I'm gonna tell you everything. Oh, I keep on skipping that damn twin. The first dream with that damn twin looked exactly like him, but he really sexy body. Like he's very sexually built body. Like he take care of his body. He's built. But he looked exactly like him, but he was like some type of reptilian, and his eyes switched when he fell to the floor, and he had on a leotard like he was going to go work out. So that was some kind of feminine energy right there. He fell on the floor, and his eyes rolled around. I seen the reptilian thing come in, and then I said, "This dude is gay." That part. I keep forgetting that damn part. Dream two, the baby situation. The baby shits on him. He puts the baby in the sofa. He goes to the back, I guess, to shower because I hear water running. All of a sudden, it seems like he's outside. He's fighting with some female over the baby or some shit. Because she was like, nigga, whatever. You should have bought motherfucking diapers. That's what I heard with her friends. I'm like, I'm about to get ready to go. I'm trying to get my things together. Something dropped in the cushion of the sofa, on the side of the sofa. I pull the cushion up. I see the diapers right there the whole goddamn time. So why was he lying to me, telling me the girl didn't buy the diapers? She didn't bring no diapers, and he don't got no money for no diapers. But he's sitting on the goddamn diapers. You didn't know the diapers was there. So what? I'm about to go. This some bullshit. Two females walk up with the baby mama of the child. She goes to the child, pick the child up like she don't even see me. The other two friends do see me, but they don't cross me. They don't say shit to me. They don't alert her to like, hey, do you see this woman right here? They don't alert her. They just sit there and they looking at me like, I ain't finna. What is she doing here talking to themselves? The other friend did not come up. She was waiting for me by the trash can. I gotta go throw my little trash away to get in my car. My off. I'm like, where you going? And then the female stopped from around the corner like, bitch, where you think you going? And try to start a fight. To really fight with her like in the regular sense of two black women fighting. I take her by the mother. I do it like this, knock that bitch back. She fall down. She get back up, charge me again. I grab the bitch by the throat and throw her ass again. She like, oh bitch, that ain't nothing. You know, and came at me again, and I gouged the motherfucking eyes out. So the eyes gouged out. Thank you, spirit. Let's talk about the eyes gouged out. Gouged out. I can't breathe. I'm about to get damn nasals and stopped up. So they actually do have an eyes gouged out. Let's go with E for eyes. Okay, eyes shouldn't be that long to come up. Cause they be doing like every like Easter Island. Oh, maybe I could look up Jamaica. I don't know. They got eating oranges, eating they got eggs, eels, Egypt. Childhood dream interpretation. What you taking me to spiritually? Nah. Damn, I can't breathe. Where's eyes at? EVXY. Eyes, guys. Okay, eyebrows. Eyes gouged out, y'all. I can't make it the fuck up. Look, my nerves with these ads. Eyes gouged out. I can't make it up. Let me get some nose spray. Oh my god. When am I ever gonna be out of this field where I don't have to be constantly plagued with my sinuses? What does a dream about poked out eyes mean? Gouging someone's eyes out symbolizes cruelty in relation to people close to you. Now look, when I first read this shit, I didn't even see that part. Cruelty in relation to people that's close to you. Now what all I've been talking about this man? What all have I been talking about this man? Besides that, such a dream predicts unfair accusations and troubles due to gullibility. So I was gullible, right, to trust him and go to that apartment. And my worst fears came true when some bitches came over. He set me up. But it was something about the baby being the buffer. The baby was like a buffer. Ugh, shit. The baby was like a buffer. Okay, and it says, seeing in a dream how you gouge. Wait a minute, where was it at? Okay, wait, it's further down here. Gouging someone's eyes in a dream promises victory over your enemies. Gouging someone's eyes in a dream promises victory over your enemies. It's right there. Yup. And it says, if you gouge out one eye, it's a sign of loneliness. If both eyes are gouged out, tedious chores around the house, Gouging out some bright eyes reveals the secrets of the dreamer. Dark eyes being gouged out means treason. And here's the point. Finger gouging out an eye, the loss of respect from others. See? I can't lay down and sleep with no man I don't respect. And if you work real hard at me not respecting you, you work real hard at me feeling some kind of way about myself when it comes to dealing with you, that's not it. There's no good. There's no goodness in that. There's nothing good. There's nothing good gonna come from that. So this is showing you guys right here. This is what that dream was about. I think I did talk about some other things that Spirit wanted me to get off my chest. I don't think that there's no other things that Spirit wanted me to say because I don't want to keep on talking about this shit, y'all. I don't want to keep talking about this man. I mean, he in that same, he on the same Titanic. He on the Titanic with my ex-husband. You feel me? He on the Titanic with my ex-husband, and he is not safety. He ain't gonna be in no dinghy and get to safety. He's in that water. That's how I look at it. He on the same. I don't want to talk about you. I don't want to indulge in any of this, but you staying in my dream state, and the fact that we was actually being passionate, and you still couldn't penetrate me. What does that mean? Oh, let me look up erectile dysfunction. Let's just see if it's in here. Erectile dysfunction. Really don't get this out the way. And then look, it goes up real slow. So annoying. Because it seems to have a lot of shit in here. Maybe there is erectile dysfunction. Let me see. I mean, it might be. It might be. Erection. Okay. Look, erection. Let's see. You have erection that don't going to be erect. A penis that don't get erect. Okay, seeing erection in a dream means you will have changes in your personal life. You will soon get acquainted with a person who will bring a lot of happy minutes, minutes, and will fill your life with new sense. With a new sense, not a nuisance, like getting on my nerves. With new NEW sense, SENSE. A woman seeing erection in a dream can be expecting unambiguous attention from men. A dream about erection for a man symbolizes meeting a nice girl who will be a good mistress in his household and will bring warmth to his place. If there were other people present in a dream of erection, maybe you will soon be invited to a wedding or a birthday party with a big number of guests. Seeing animals, whatever. If a man sees someone else present in his dream who interferes with his sexual arousal, this is a symbol that he has emotional connection with this person. Okay? I'm going to say it again. If a man sees someone else present in their dream who is going to interfere with his sexual arousal, he got some kind of emotional connection with that person. If members of the dreamer's family suddenly appear in a dream at the moment of an erection, such plot can mean that his new sexual partner is somehow associated with forbidden relations. Shit, this get deep. Now, feeling the erection in a dream, which I didn't feel, okay, but not seeing the genitals themselves means you have a strong physical attraction and passion to somebody. Well, I totally can see that. A strong erection indicates stubbornness, firmness of intentions, unwillingness to retreat from your intimate desires, confirmation that a person will not exchange his passionate feelings for anything is ready to wait for the right moment to achieve his goal as long as necessary. Okay, sex with the male friend, sex with my ex, flirting, sex with the woman, and arousal. Yeah, they don't really say, but I know what it meant. It meant that that is not supposed to be happening between me and him. So that's what that means. See? So y'all, I'm going to put this in the description box so you guys can go. Let me see if they have a home. Well, check my dream. It don't allow you to click it to bring it back to the home screen. So, what was that other one? So it was the diaper, gouging eyes, erection. Yeah, all the other ones was very, very much so self-explanatory. So let's just take it to A. All right. So what I'll do is, the URL, I'll put it in the description box of this video. So if you guys watch this video, I'm gonna try to make a nice thumbnail to try to, I don't know what shit, there's a lot I talked about, so I don't know how the hell I'm gonna put it. I don't know how I'm gonna put a baby in the, with a picture with him in the sofa. I don't know, but I'm gonna get creative. But for right now, it's gonna keep this thumbnail. I'm gonna put this in there, this URL, so you can check if you start having any crazy ass dreams. But before I go, let me put this plate over here. Before I go, I want to pull some Panther and see what's going on with this dude. For real though. Hold on, let me get my leg up. Oh God, I'm just looking a hot ass mess. I hope that when my baby get off of work, that she'll be energetic enough to help me like shave my head and get myself together, because I'm looking a hot ass mess. And my lower extremities is like so weak. I don't feel like I can hold myself up good to be trying to stand in that bathroom and shave my head like I would rather do, and then jump in the shower and lotion my, all that good shit. Put on a little lipstick, something. I feel good with myself. Like, shit. Oh, damn. What you got? 88? Oh, shit. Oh, well, it'll be alright. Oh, my stomach is hurting. Alright, so let's see what's going on with Quasi Rael life. Whatever spirit want me to know deeper about that dream. Alright? So I call in fire for love's compassion, water for the soul's purification, air for the flow of communications, and earth to ground me in the healing protections and provisions of my ancestors, my guardian angels, the cosmic elders, and the divine feminine spirit that created us all. I'm calling in the councils of the highest white light to make these messages plain in Christ consciousness, Jesus' name, also known as Yeshua. Show me what you want me to see. What's going on around Quasi? Ooh, child. Do I need to say any more? Let me show y'all what flicked over. The comfort zone is no longer comfortable. Curse. Now, how can you make that up? The devil card is the first one that jumps out. You can't make that up. You can't make it up. What else you want me to see around Quasi Rael with this devil curse card? It's too many. Give me a clear jumper, please, and thank you. Wow. Nothing else is coming out easily, right? Look at it. Chaos. That's what that spells to me. Chaos magic. That's what that tells me. Chaos magic. Because it should be nothing that's got my hand. Yeah, my arms are feeling weak, but these cards are really light. I mean, that's the first card that jumped out, y'all. Wow. Stress. Nine of Swords. Stress. Headache, pressure, lack of sleep. So all the curses he been casting, spell works and shit. This card says curse. Hate, catastrophe, and misfortune. Stress. This is the energy around KWASI Rael. Some very negative cards. But that's what happened when you project negativity onto other people. Wow. Did y'all see how that flipped out? Wearing a mask. Deception, pretending, and inconstancy. I think they meant to say, is that a word? Let me look it up. Inconstancy? It's hard to say. Inconstancy. I don't know if it's saying inconsistency. The quality of not being constant, which can manifest as being fickle. Fickleness. Yeah. Fickleness. I'm going to write on here psychosis. Mental psychosis. Multiple personality disorder. I'm multiple personality disorder and unpredictable behavior psychosis. I've been wondering when I was going to write on that card. And once I finally get them wrote on, I'm going to have my daughter laminate them. Wow. So everything that he's doing is to try to gain wealth. No, everything he's doing is affecting him being able to be in a King of Pentacles energy of just 11:11 on the clock right now. For the universe to work in his favor. Okay? So he wants to be like this. He wants to be in the King of Pentacles energy. You know, he wants to, and he carries himself like he's holistic and he's all about health and all of that. But I'm going to put on this card being opportunistic. An opportunist. That's what I'm going to put on this card. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Opportunist. So his curses are always about himself. It's very selfish. It's very manipulative. It's very nefarious. It's very evil. It's not about, you know, it's like when you practice magic and you're doing it in a very unhealthy way to try to manipulate and cause harm to other people, basically taking from other people or rearranging things for them so your life can be grander. That doesn't work like that. That's why he's showing up in his Nine of Swords energy and his mask is being snatched off. Look, return to sender. Don't be scared now. Return to sender. Right up under the Nine of Swords. Stress. So he's really going to be going through a massive mental breakdown with this mask card here. Look at there. Look at there, y'all. Y'all saw it jump out and you saw how it turned in the reverse. Let me pull it up on you so you can see what it looked like. This card say, return to sender. Don't be scared now. And this is in reverse. This is in reverse. So in reverse, now you're receiving negativity, sadness, and lack of clarity. Because you want to operate in darkness, so you are being void of the light. Can't make that up. That's why I wanted to do this energy reading at the end. And my cards are very much so anointed, baby, because I have infused lots of energy of clarity about the cards. So therefore, he does want to have an alliance. He does want to actually come into an agreement. And this card being strength, this is like, you know, who when you go through some type of a like dark night of the soul or hitting rock bottom, the alliance that you always want to go back to is your first love, your faith, and that will be the Most High God. Okay? So I'm going to write on this card calling out God, because now his ability to work and manifest is no longer there. It's no longer there. So now he's calling on God. Yeah, now he's calling on God. Now you want to call on God for help. Because you cannot manifest like you once were. Let's see. My toolkit here. Don't break a nail, girl. My toolkit. Let's see. We're going to use this tarot here. The one that y'all see me on the video yesterday working on. Let's clarify with this tarot. Excuse me. Let's clarify. Show me what you want me to see, Spirit, please, and thank you. Show me what you want me to see. So this is even to prove that I don't be wishing nothing bad on him. It's what the universe is showing, is mirroring back to him. It's reflective of what he's put out. Even in his thought form, like he tells me, he don't be doing no spell work where he's chanting and, you know, have a what's that, a Bobby doll, Bobby, whatever, voodoo doll. He ain't doing all that. It's just his thoughts. So whatever you're projecting with your thoughts. First of all, it takes a thought. It takes an angry emotion to create a thought to say, I'm finna seek revenge and I'm finna create a spell against this person. Okay? So, I don't know why he thought he was like being so facetious that day of, I'm not doing anything. You think I'm throwing bones, anything? It's just in my thoughts. Okay. What we got? Angel 234. Think positive and amazing. Think positive and imagine the amazing possibilities. So that's not what he's doing, right? He ain't thinking positive. Look what I just said and that angel card came out. I got these purposely mixed in. Angel numbers. That's crazy. He might be seeing 2, 3, 4 a lot. So that's actually letting him see that things are in alignment. He might be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, like 12:34 p.m. or a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 2:34 p.m. or a.m. a lot. Or any other place that numbers can align. He's seeing 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's literally how you knowing everything is in alignment. Look, King of Wands in the upright. This person is relaxed, yet they are. This person is relaxed, yet they are. This person is in full command of the situation. This is what he thinks. This is what he thinks. Yeah, this person is acting relaxed. You see, we got the mask card here. He acted relaxed, like, I'm good. Shit, I'm good. I'm in control of what's going on. Yet they are what? Scared. Didn't I tell you in the dream with the baby? He was like trembling, like not trembling, but like rocking with the baby. Like, I'm gonna tell you everything. I'm gonna tell you everything. And the baby, like I said, could have been symbolic of a baby doll. It could have been symbolic of a baby doll. The baby didn't move. It was very inanimate. It did not move. It didn't cool. It didn't do anything. It was a black baby, chocolate baby with just a diaper on. Page of Swords. New ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new way of communicating. So yeah, he was plotting and planning, like, if I could get over there with her, and yeah, but you don't have a new way of communicating. You still being extremely trifling and nasty in your communication, and just completely just being disrespectful. So, you know, Page of Swords in this energy is a new way of communicating, but it can also be spying in the dream. I think that's called scrying. So he got the King of Wands here and the King of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Diamonds. Obsession with material security. Didn't I tell you being an opportunist? Obsession with material security at the expense of spiritual, emotional growth. The trap of endless planning without taking action in the shadows. So this is the Ace of Diamonds in the negative, in the reverse energy. So everything he's doing is for material gain. Or he's assuming that he's going to gain something. But now his creativity, you see, this is why the word creativity is on this profession card right here. Because this is the ability to creatively manifest new things. New good things. Everything that's good. Oh, in Nine of Cups. Jupiter and Pisces, Moon and Taurus. Breathe and feel. Enjoy your solitude when you're alone. Enjoy the company with other people when the opportunity. Didn't I tell you, opportunists? Enjoy the company with other people when the opportunity presents itself. Let's switch bundles. I can't make it up, man. I really do this. Oh, if I could just shave my hair really good today and take another good wash off bath and just diamond paint without so much pain. That's accomplishing a lot today. The Emperor. Are you being dominated by an overly controlling force in and around your life? With perseverance and strategic thinking, you can achieve mastery over them or it. So that's what happens when you get in bed with the devil and the devil tells you where you're going. You shouldn't have put it on me. 10 of Pentacles. Now this is crazy because his baby mama Renee, her birth card is 10 of Pentacles. It's funny she's showing up here. And me, I'm an 8 of Diamonds right there. Yeah. His baby mama Renee is a 10 of Pentacles as a birth card. Completion of work and riches unfold. Dark side. Fat and lazy with riches. We shall obtain all what we work for. Distributing this wealth fairly and generously. Securing the bag. Security. So see? This is why he stays attached to his baby mama too. It's a security blanket. It's like she's his wooby. She's his wooby. So remember that it was saying that it's loving somebody too much or them loving you too much. So it's like a very karmic relationship. She even told me that their relationship is a trauma bond. So, you feel me? So I don't know if something about to go down with some females beating the shit out of him. He about to be back in a situation where it's a whole a goddamn lover's quarrel of some sort of something, but some with a baby mama or the baby. The baby was in there, some bullshit that he trying to hide is coming out. Mask are falling out. He's in a lot of stress. He's very terrified and scared. All the curses that he's put out. He has no creativity. He's tired of his dead end job. He went right back to the veterinary clinic and everything like that, doing the same goddamn shit. This is crossing over the King of Wands and the Page of Swords, and it is the Two of Wands. And it states, planning for the future, making progress, making discoveries, making a decision to move forward. And that's crazy that this came right out with the Ten of Pentacles. His baby mama is a Ten of Pentacles birth card. I don't remember what her planetary ruling card is. I'd have to ask my daughter to look at the chart. But yeah. Yeah, she wants to get married. The Ten of Pentacles can also represent a wealthy family, a family that's healthy and wealthy in love. Okay? So that's crazy because she wants to be with him. She wants to have a solid relationship with him without all the shenanigans. And that's what I've always told him. Well, work on it. Take care of your business. So why she got this hatred towards me, I don't fucking know because I don't want your baby daddy. I don't want him. I told you that shit a long time ago. Okay, and then you have to like be mature, which she should be, because I know KWASI's penis is not the only one you've had since you met KWASI and fell in love with him or whatever. You was with other men, he told me. So I don't know why you got a hatred towards me, because I'm gonna be any woman that KWASI ever dealt with since he met you, I'm gonna be the most realest, truest. You can't put me in no box, baby. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't want your man. I don't want your love interest. I don't want your future husband. I'm over here trying to, douse his ass with holy water so he can get out of that devilment energy. You know what I'm saying? So he sat over here and talked nothing but about you. And see, this is an opportunity I can say all that he was saying and I ain't did it. Yeah. I scared his ass to let him know, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Before it's all over, you gonna respect my spiritual gangster. That's what it's all about. That's the whole purpose of all these sequence of events that's going on since you got out of jail at this point that have anything to do with me. It's about you disrespecting me. Okay? So the Seven of Pentacles is showing up in the reverse and being impatient, frustration, or lack of progress. Don't give up too soon. Reassess your goals that align with your desires and your outcomes. So stay resilient and trust the process. So I feel like that would be for Renee. Like, if you really feel like this man is worth your energy and your time for you to keep investing in him, I feel like, he says you're a minister and you're in the church and all that, but I feel like if you really, really, really love this man, I mean, I can give you some insight about that. I stood by my ex-husband. He went to the prison in 2002, and I stood by his motherfucking side. He got out of prison in 2012. So I can tell you a thing or two. Then took care of his ass when he got out of prison with end-stage renal failure for 7 years. So when your children's father came into my life, he was there for a certain purpose, and that was over with. Okay? I'm trying to tell you that. You don't listen. Okay? What is that? Okay, 3 came out. Ace of Swords. Recognizing certain facts and calling out things others would rather sweep under the rug. What did I just do? Accept the great responsibility of the truth slayer. King of Swords energy, baby. That's what I just said about me, baby. I'm going to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lie slayer. I slay them lies with the truth. Okay, so we can just, make it nice and sweet and call myself hey, I'm a shit. Wield that sword of the truth, baby. I'll be slaying motherfuckers. People say slaying in the spirit. I'm gonna slay them with that truth. You can try to say what you want to say about it, but it's the truth. I was with your baby daddy, and that shit is over with. I don't want your baby daddy. I don't want to do anything with him or anything of the such. And I've been telling him to clean up his life, get his shit all the way together. If he loves you, if he feel like you the one, stop with all that playing around, talking about he a polygamist and all this shit type shit, because he don't know how to handle no multiple women. Get yourself together. Heal yourself. Get yourself together. That's what I be telling you. Okay? So here we go. Four Wands. Look at that. a new unity, a new beginning that's meant to clarify old things. Which areas need urgent clarification or closure? So that would be for his baby mama, Renee. You know, I wouldn't say for him because he gonna keep holding on to her. There's already a go under the clout for clout only, because I made him a playlist. It's called this is for clout. This is for clout only. And the reading that I did about Renee and him is in there. He ain't gonna never let you go, boo boo. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Page of Swords. Look, it then showed up again in reverse. Self-expression, all talk and no action. Coming in a haste. Negative forward movement, a spy. Look at that. It's already down here, but he came out again. Yeah, spying. Told y'all that. Yeah, there you go. There you go right there. Look at that. Look at that. Came out again. Came out again, baby. So you ain't got to spy on my channel and see what you can see. I'm going to just tell nothing but the whole truth. So help him be free of fucking with me. Okay? Yeah. So that's beautiful right there. So I feel like this was beautiful because it literally brought you into the energy. It literally said you've been feeling very impatient. You know, you tired, you frustrated with his bullshit. You tired of him lying. You keep on sticking your neck out for him. I know, boo. I know how you feel, beloved. But look at spirit. Everything is in alignment. Everything is in alignment. Keep thinking positive and imagine the amazing possibilities of how life will be when you just tell yourself the truth on your own. On your own. What do I like to say all the time? What's my oracle? Shit. How am I going to forget my own oracle? I say it all the time. Oh, take accountability for how you play a part in this demise between you and this man. Take accountability for how you play a part. Okay? Take ownership of that. So, I don't see y'all ever leaving each other alone as far as like he marry a woman or whatever he do. You marry, I'm going to say it this way. I don't see you marrying another man and going on with your life void of dealing with this man. Because it ain't about no children no more when they grown. Okay, now you can't use that excuse no more about no little babies and all that shit. That's an excuse. Okay, so that's it. That's all, y'all. I'm finna go to the toilet, put this plate up, and praise be to the Most High God. Everybody stay in that cosmic wisdom. If you don't have any, go get you some. Until the next upload here on Truthfully Healing 24/7. Peace.